Tippi Hedren, an accomplished actress, etched her name in Hollywood's annals through her unforgettable performances. Born on January 19, 1930, in New Ulm, Minnesota, Hedren's journey began when she was discovered by director Alfred Hitchcock, who cast her in the classic film The Birds. This role not only launched her career, but also showcased her ability to captivate audiences. Following The Birds, Hedren starred in another Hitchcock film, Marnie, further solidifying her status as a leading lady. Despite facing personal challenges, including a strained relationship with Hitchcock, Hedren persisted in her acting career. She later founded the Shambhala Preserve, a sanctuary for big cats, demonstrating her compassion for animals. Hedren's work transcended the silver screen as she became an advocate for animal rights and conservation. Her impact on the industry and beyond continues to resonate, leaving a legacy that extends beyond her filmography. To this day, her performances in The Birds and Marnie remain iconic, a testament to her enduring talent and dedication. Tippi Hedren is a classic actress, best known for her work in films like The Birds and Marnie. You might recall seeing her in one of these iconic roles. Perhaps there's a particular moment from one of her films that has stayed with you over the years. We'd love to hear about your favorite memories or personal experiences related to Tippi Hedren. What's the first work of hers that you watched? Is there a scene that has had a lasting impact on you? Share your stories and memories in the comments below. As we delve deeper into Hedren's life and career, you'll discover many surprising and interesting facts. From her early days as a model to her work with animals, there's no shortage of fascinating stories to tell. So keep watching to learn more about this classic star and the many funny, shocking, and sad moments that have shaped her life and career. Born in New Ulm, Minnesota in 1930, Tippi Hedren was raised in a family that valued hard work and perseverance. Her father, a successful businessman, and her mother, a housewife, encouraged her to pursue her dreams. At a young age, Hedren developed an interest in acting and modeling, often performing in school plays and local theater productions. Hedren's big break came in 1961 when she was discovered by Alfred Hitchcock, who was looking for a new leading lady for his upcoming film, The Birds. Hitchcock was impressed by Hedren's striking beauty and unique screen presence, and he offered her the role of Melanie Daniels. Under Hitchcock's mentorship, Hedren quickly became one of Hollywood's most sought-after actresses. She starred in several more films, including Marnie, also directed by Hitchcock, and Roar, which she produced and starred in alongside her husband and daughter. Throughout her career, Hedren has been a strong advocate for animal rights and has worked tirelessly to raise awareness about the plight of big cats in captivity. She founded the Shambhala Preserve, a sanctuary for exotic animals, and has dedicated much of her time and resources to its care and maintenance. Hedren's impact on the film industry and her advocacy for animal rights have cemented her place as a true icon in Hollywood. Her legacy continues to inspire and influence new generations of actors and activists. Tippi Hedren, an American actress, is best known for her work in the film industry during the 1960s. She began her career as a model before being discovered by Alfred Hitchcock, who cast her in the leading role of his film The Birds in 1963. This classic horror movie became a significant milestone in her career, and it's a must-watch for any fan of Hedren or Hitchcock. In 1964, Hedren starred in another Hitchcock film, Marnie, alongside Sean Connery. This psychological thriller showcases Hedren's ability to portray complex characters, making it another essential addition to her filmography. After her work with Hitchcock, Hedren continued to act in various films and television shows throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. In 1967, she appeared in The Countess from Hong Kong, a romantic comedy directed by Charlie Chaplin and co-starring Marlon Brando. For those new to Hedren's work, a great starting point would be The Birds. Its combination of suspense, horror, and Hedren's compelling performance makes it an excellent introduction to her filmography. Another option is Roar, a 1981 adventure film featuring Hedren alongside her daughter, Melanie Griffith. This unique film offers a thrilling experience with its daring animal stunts and engaging storyline. Throughout her career, Tippi Hedren has left an indelible mark on the film industry. Her work in iconic films like The Birds and Marnie has solidified her status as a must-watch actress for any classic film enthusiast. As a young model in New York, Tippi Hedren was discovered by the legendary director Alfred Hitchcock. He was immediately captivated by her striking beauty and unique screen presence. In 1961, Hitchcock offered Hedren the lead role in his upcoming film, The Birds. At first, she was hesitant to accept the part, as she had no acting experience. However, Hitchcock saw something special in Hedren and believed she was perfect for the role. Hedren agreed to take the part, and thus began her journey into the world of acting. She underwent extensive training to prepare for the role, working tirelessly to perfect her craft. Hedren's hard work and dedication paid off, as her performance in The Birds was met with critical acclaim. She had found her true passion in acting, and she knew that this was just the beginning. Following the success of The Birds, Hedren went on to star in several more films, including Marnie, also directed by Hitchcock. She became known for her fearlessness and willingness to take on challenging roles. Hedren's passion for acting was evident in every performance, and she quickly became a respected figure in the industry. Throughout her career, Hedren has remained dedicated to her craft, continually pushing herself to grow and evolve as an actress. She has appeared in numerous films and television shows, and has even ventured into directing and producing. Hedren's passion for acting has only grown stronger with time, and she continues to inspire and captivate audiences with her powerful performances. In 2013, Tippi Hedren had to withdraw from the production of House of Good and Evil due to illness. Her role was then given to Marietta Marek. Hedren is best known for her role as Melanie Daniels in the classic film The Birds. She donated her script from this movie to the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. In the early 1970s, Hedren became friends with writer William Peter Blatty. She named one of her lions Billy in his honor. Blatty gave her a copy of his unpublished novel The Exorcist, which she found so captivating that she woke up her husband, Agent Noel Marshall, in the middle of the night to discuss it. She took the photo for the first edition novel's back jacket. Marshall, Hedren's husband, was credited as executive producer for the film adaptation of The Exorcist, and was supposed to receive 15% of the profits. However, when the film became a blockbuster, Blatty refused to give him the agreed-upon share of profits, leading to a lawsuit that lasted several years. This was a challenging time for Hedren and Marshall, as they needed the money to fund their film Roar. The financial stress eventually led to their divorce. Years later, Hedren encountered Blatty at a party and ignored him. It is clear that their relationship was strained due to the financial disputes that arose from the success of The Exorcist. Tippi Hedren, a relatively unknown model, faced significant challenges when she first ventured into the film industry. Financial struggles were a constant companion for Hedren, who often found it difficult to make ends meet. Despite these hardships, she remained determined to build a career in Hollywood. Skepticism from industry insiders only added to Hedren's obstacles. As a newcomer, she struggled to secure roles, and was often overlooked in favor of more experienced actresses. However, Hedren's resilience and determination shone through, and she refused to let these setbacks deter her. To overcome these hurdles, Hedren turned to creative solutions. She continued to hone her craft, taking acting classes and working on her skills. Hedren also leveraged her connections, attending industry events, and networking with influential figures in the film world. One such connection was with the legendary director Alfred Hitchcock, who was struck by Hedren's beauty and poise. He offered her the lead role in his film The Birds, which catapulted Hedren to stardom, and helped her overcome the skepticism and financial struggles she had faced earlier in her career. Through her perseverance and determination, Hedren proved that she was a force to be reckoned with in the film industry. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that even in the face of adversity, success is possible with hard work, resilience, and a little bit of creativity. After filming Mr. Kingstreet's War in 1971, the actress was moved by the fate of the big cats used in the production. She discovered that they would likely be confined to small cages. Driven to take action, she acquired land to create a sanctuary for these retired cats. Naming it Shambhala, it remains operational to this day. In many of her films, the actress's character names begin with the letter. This includes Melanie Daniels in The Birds, Marnie Edgar in Marnie, and Martha Mears in A Countess from Hong Kong. Additionally, she played Marla Oakes in Satan's Harvest, Mary Kingstreet in Mr. Kingstreet's War, and Margaret Tenhausen in The Herat Experiment. Coincidentally, Tippi Hedren and Rod Taylor, her coster in The Birds, were both born in January 1930, with Taylor's birthday 8 days earlier than Hedren's. In Hedren's iconic film, The Birds, she played Melanie Daniels, a character whose name, like many of her others, starts with M. Her co-star, Rod Taylor, was born just 8 days before her in January 1930. After filming Mr. Kingstreet's War, Hedren established Shambhala, a sanctuary for big cats. Her characters' names in her films often began with and she, and Taylor shared a birthday month, although he was older. In 1961, Tippi Hedren's life took a dramatic turn when she was discovered by director Alfred Hitchcock. He was captivated by her striking looks and cast her in his upcoming film, The Birds. This marked a significant breakthrough for Hedren, introducing her to the world of cinema and launching her career as an actress. The Birds became a classic horror film, renowned for its suspenseful storyline and innovative special effects. Hedren's portrayal of Melanie Daniels, a wealthy socialite terrorized by birds, was highly praised. The film gained critical acclaim and established Hedren as a serious actress, earning her a Golden Globe nomination for Best New Star. Hitchcock then cast Hedren in another leading role in his 1964 film Marnie. Despite the film's mixed reception, Hedren's performance was widely recognized. She received a BAFTA nomination for Best Actress in a Leading Role, further solidifying her status in the industry. Throughout her career, Hedren has been a strong advocate for animal rights, using her platform to raise awareness and make a difference. In 1981, she founded the Shambhala Preserve, a sanctuary for exotic animals, demonstrating her commitment to their well-being. In recent years, Hedren's impact on the film industry has been reevaluated, with a focus on her experiences working with Alfred Hitchcock. Her memoir, Tippi, a Memoir, sheds light on the director's inappropriate behavior towards her during the filming of The Birds and Marnie. This has sparked conversations about power dynamics in Hollywood and the treatment of actresses during that era. Hedren's resilience and dedication to her craft, as well as her advocacy for animal rights, have left an indelible mark on the film industry and beyond. Her breakthrough moments in The Birds and Marnie continue to resonate with audiences, making her a timeless figure in classic cinema. In the film The Birds, the character Melanie Daniels, played by Tippi Hedren, is described as being in her mid-20s. However, during filming in 1962, Hedren was actually 32 years old, making her 2 years older than the actress who played the character Annie Hayworth, Suzanne Pleshette. Later, in the movie Marnie, Hedren portrayed the character Marnie Edgar Rutland. To film certain scenes, director Alfred Hitchcock used a gigantic treadmill for horses, a technique that had never been attempted before. Crew members were skeptical and considered it unsafe, but Hitchcock was determined to try it. To ensure Hedren's safety, a harness was attached to her during filming, but it was later removed when it interfered with shooting. Despite any difficulties that occurred during the making of Marnie, Hedren has stated that it is her favorite film in which she has appeared. Her dedication to the role and her ability to bring the character of Marnie to life, despite the challenges, is a testament to her talent as an actress. Tippi Hedren's artistic vision is deeply rooted in her personal experiences and worldview. As a young model, she was discovered by Alfred Hitchcock, who cast her in his films The Birds and Marnie. These roles not only launched her career, but also shaped her approach to acting. Hedren has often spoken about how Hitchcock's meticulous directorial style taught her the importance of discipline and preparation. Hedren's unique style is characterized by her natural grace and understated emotional intensity. She once said, "I believe in less is more, especially in film. The audience should be able to feel what the character is going through, even if it's not spelled out for them." This philosophy is evident in her performances, which are marked by a subtlety and restraint that make them all the more powerful. The actress's personal experiences have also deeply influenced her work. After her tumultuous relationship with Hitchcock, Hedren became an advocate for actors' rights and started her own wildlife preservation foundation. These experiences have given her a unique perspective on the world, which is reflected in her choice of roles and the causes she supports. One of Hedren's most notable roles is in The Birds, where she plays a wealthy socialite who becomes the target of a terrifying bird attack. The film is a classic example of Hitchcock's masterful storytelling, and Hedren's performance is a key part of its success. Her portrayal of Melanie Daniels is both elegant and vulnerable, making her a relatable and sympathetic heroine. Hedren's work in The Birds also showcases her ability to convey complex emotions through her physicality. The bird attacks are a central part of the film's tension, and Hedren's reactions to them are visceral and intense. Her ability to convey fear and panic without overacting is a testament to her skill as an actress. In addition to her work in film, Hedren has also made significant contributions to television and theater. She has appeared in numerous TV shows and plays, including The Courtship of Eddie's Father and The Man from UNCLE. Her performances in these shows are marked by the same grace and emotional intensity that define her film work. Tippi Hedren's artistic vision and process are a reflection of her unique experiences and worldview. Her approach to acting is characterized by discipline, preparation, and a commitment to subtlety and restraint. Through her work, she has created classic performances that continue to captivate audiences today. After her acting career, Tippi Hedren took on a new role as the operator of an exotic animal sanctuary. In 2005, she testified in court about animal cruelty by a tiger rescuer and was disappointed to learn that the U.S. Department of Agriculture had insufficient inspectors to respond to her complaint. She even offered to take in a lion rather than have it returned to the rescuer, describing the situation as resembling a trash dump. Hedren is perhaps best known for her role as Melanie Daniels in Alfred Hitchcock's classic film The Birds. The car she drove in the movie was an Aston Martin DB2 four-drop-head coupe. During the filming of Marnie, Hedren and Hitchcock had a major falling out. There were rumors that, by the end of shooting, he directed her through intermediaries. While Hedren admits that their friendship ended during filming, she denies this particular rumor. Despite the challenges she faced during the making of the film, Hedren's performance as Marnie Edgar Rutland remains a standout in this psychological thriller. Tippi Hedren, an actress who rose to prominence in the 1960s, made a significant impact in the film industry. She is best known for her work with legendary director Alfred Hitchcock, who discovered her while she was working as a New York fashion model. Hitchcock cast Hedren in two of his films, The Birds and Marnie, which became classics in their own right. In The Birds, Hedren's character, Melanie Daniels, faces a terrifying attack from a flock of birds, which was a groundbreaking special effects achievement at the time. Hedren's performance was praised for its intensity and realism, and it remains a chilling portrayal to this day. In Marnie, Hedren played a troubled young woman with a history of theft and psychological issues. Once again, Hitchcock pushed the boundaries of filmmaking, using innovative techniques to explore Marnie's inner world. Hedren's performance was a tour de force, earning her critical acclaim and solidifying her status as a leading actress. Hedren's work with Hitchcock was not without its challenges, however. She has spoken publicly about the emotional and psychological abuse she suffered at his hands during the making of The Birds and Marnie. Despite this, Hedren has remained a respected and admired figure in the industry, known for her courage and resilience both on and off the screen. Hedren's influence extends beyond her work with Hitchcock. She has been a passionate advocate for animal rights and has founded the Shambhala Preserve, a sanctuary for big cats in Acton, California. She has also continued to act in films and television shows, including The Birds to Land's End and the popular series Charlie's Angels. Industry experts and those inspired by Hedren have praised her contributions to the film industry. Director M. Night Shyamalan has cited The Birds as a major influence on his work, while actress Jessica Lange has called Hedren a true pioneer for her work with Hitchcock and her advocacy for animal rights. In conclusion, Tippi Hedren's impact on the film industry is undeniable. Her groundbreaking performances in The Birds and Marnie helped to define a new era of filmmaking, while her advocacy for animal rights has inspired countless others to take action. Hedren's legacy continues to resonate today, reminding us of the power of courage, resilience, and artistic expression. Following her iconic role as Melanie Daniels in The Birds, the actress played Douze Arabesque by Claude Debussy while at the Brenner House for dinner. This classic scene showcases her character's elegance and sophistication. Meanwhile, Sean Baker considered casting the actress and her real-life granddaughter Dakota Johnson in Starlet before deciding on Besetka Johnson and Dree Hemingway. Tippi Hedren, an accomplished actress, is known for her work in films like The Birds and Marnie. However, her life extends beyond the silver screen. Hedren has a deep passion for animal welfare, which has significantly influenced her career and personal life. Born in New Ulm, Minnesota, in 1930, Hedren's love for animals began at a young age. She spent much of her childhood on her family's farm, where she developed a strong bond with animals. This early connection would later inspire her to become a dedicated advocate for animal rights. Hedren's acting career took off in the early 1960s when she was discovered by director Alfred Hitchcock. Despite her success in Hollywood, she never lost sight of her passion for animals. In 1969, she founded the Shambhala Preserve, a sanctuary for big cats in Acton, California. The preserve provides a safe haven for animals that have been rescued from circuses, zoos, and private owners. Hedren's work at the Shambhala Preserve has been a labor of love. She has dedicated her time, energy, and resources to ensuring that the animals in her care receive the best possible treatment. Her commitment to animal welfare has even influenced her acting roles, as she has used her platform to raise awareness about the plight of endangered species. In addition to her work at the Shambhala Preserve, Hedren has been involved in various other philanthropic efforts. She has worked with organizations such as the International Fund for Animal Welfare and the Humane Society of the United States to advocate for animal rights. Hedren has also been a vocal supporter of wildlife conservation efforts in Africa. Hedren's personal values and interests have undoubtedly informed her work both on and off the screen. Her dedication to animal welfare has not only inspired her to create a sanctuary for big cats, but has also motivated her to use her platform to raise awareness about important social issues. In conclusion, Tippi Hedren's life is a testament to her passion for animals and her commitment to making a difference in the world. Her work at the Shambhala Preserve and her various philanthropic efforts demonstrate her dedication to creating a better world for all living beings. In the classic film, The Birds, the actress Tippi Hedren portrays Melanie Daniels. Throughout the movie, Hedren's character wears the same green suit, which required the production to provide her with 6 identical outfits. Later, the suit became a part of the permanent collection at Ireland's Museum of Style Icons in Newbridge, Company Kildare, where Hedren herself made a personal appearance in 2012. Interestingly, Hedren requested the fur coat she wore in the film from director Alfred Hitchcock, who kindly granted her request, but charged it to the production company. However, after becoming an animal rights activist, Hedren stopped wearing fur. This classic film, and the actress's iconic green suit, continue to resonate with audiences, leaving a lasting impact on the world of cinema. Tippi Hedren, an accomplished actress, etched her name in Hollywood's golden years. She became a symbol of resilience and talent, captivating audiences with her performances in classics like The Birds and Marnie. Hedren's legacy extends beyond her on-screen work, as she also advocated for animal rights and founded the Shambhala Preserve, a sanctuary for big cats. In her day, Hedren paved the way for future professionals with her unwavering dedication and passion for her craft. She once said, "You have to have passion for what you do. If you don't, it's just a job." This advice resonates with aspiring actors and actresses, encouraging them to pursue their dreams with fervor and commitment. Hedren's career serves as a testament to the power of perseverance and adaptability. She embraced various aspects of the industry, from acting to activism, leaving a lasting impact on both Hollywood and animal welfare. As we look to the future, Hedren's legacy continues to inspire professionals to make their mark and contribute to the ever-evolving world of entertainment and advocacy. As for her future contributions, Hedren remains an active voice for animal rights and conservation efforts. She continues to use her platform to raise awareness and inspire change, ensuring that her impact transcends generations. In conclusion, Tippi Hedren's legacy serves as a beacon for aspiring professionals in the entertainment industry and beyond. By embracing passion, perseverance, and adaptability, they too can leave a lasting mark on the world. In her 2016 memoir, the actress revealed that she lost her sense of smell and taste after a fainting incident while still married to her second husband. This unfortunate event left her relying on others to ensure her safety. In the classic film Marnie, the 6.5-carat blue-white flawless diamond ring that Mark bought for Marnie cost $42,000, which is equivalent to approximately $350,000 in 2020 currency. During the week that Mark spent with Marnie before their marriage, he splurged on her, spending approximately $70,000, which is equivalent to approximately $585,000 in 2020 currency. The actress, Tippi Hedren, has mentioned on Facebook that she is still in touch with her co-star, Sean Connery, from the film Marnie. Despite her loss of senses, the actress has continued to connect with her fans and colleagues in the industry. Her iconic role in Marnie remains a classic, and her co-star's generosity in the film is still a topic of discussion among movie enthusiasts. Tippi Hedren, an actress of immense passion and innovation, embarked on a remarkable journey in the entertainment industry. In the early 60s, she was discovered by Alfred Hitchcock, who saw her potential and cast her in his films The Birds and Marnie. These roles not only launched her career, but also created a new type of horror genre, where animals became agents of terror. Hedren's career transcended beyond acting, as she became a dedicated advocate for animal rights. She established the Shambhala Preserve, a sanctuary for big cats, demonstrating her enduring impact on both the entertainment industry and animal welfare. This actress's innovative spirit was evident in her willingness to challenge conventions. She spoke out against Hitchcock's inappropriate behavior, paving the way for future generations of actresses to address workplace harassment. Through her work in film and television, Tippi Hedren has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Her story serves as a testament to the power of creativity and perseverance. Even when faced with adversity, she continued to forge her path, making a difference in the lives of animals and inspiring others to do the same. Her legacy resonates deeply, reminding us all of the importance of courage and determination. In the film Marnie, the actress portrayed a character with a complex past. To create Marnie's signature hairstyle, Alexandra was hired to design numerous chignons, with slight variations in the finishing details for each scene. The actress's connection with her co-star, Sean Connery, extended beyond the camera. In a 2017 Facebook post, she confirmed they still keep in touch. When asked about her first celebrity crush, she revealed it was Connery. The actress's on-screen chemistry with Connery was palpable, even during rehearsals. After working with him on a few scenes, she questioned Alfred Hitchcock about Marnie's frigid character, given Connery's youthful charm. Hitchcock's response was a reminder that acting was at play. This anecdote offers a glimpse into the actress's professionalism and the dynamics on the set of Marnie. Tippi Hedren, the actress known for her role in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, is also the aunt of Robert Hanslick, born in 1954, through her sister Patty. Hedren's career has been marked by her appearances in films directed by 3 Oscar winners Charles Chaplin, John Schlesinger, and Alexander Payne. She also worked with Billy Bob Thornton in Jayne Mansfield's Car, although her scenes were left on the cutting room floor. Before even meeting Hitchcock, Hedren had signed a 7-year contract with him for The Birds. She believed she would be featured in his television show, but Hitchcock had other plans. He flew in Martin Balsam to do screen tests with Hedren, using scenes from Rebecca, Notorious, and To Catch a Thief. Hitchcock, who received the Irving Thalberg Memorial Award from the Academy Awards, directed Hedren in The Birds as well as in Marnie. Tippi Hedren's impact on the film industry goes beyond her own acting career. Her influence can be seen in the work of various artists who have paid homage to her over the years. Michael O'Donoghue, a writer for Saturday Night Live, compared actress Jane Curtin to Hedren, praising her icy demeanor. In a 1981 sitcom episode titled Night at the Awards, characters Lenny and Squiggy admired a beautiful blonde and referred to her as Tippi Hedren. Hedren's role in Alfred Hitchcock's Marnie has also been a source of inspiration. A Louis Vuitton ad campaign in 2006 paid tribute to Hitchcock, and Hedren with a modern-day interpretation of the film's iconic deserted railway station opening sequence. Naomi Watts has cited Hedren and Kim Novak as influences for her character in Mulholland Drive, and even dressed up as Hedren's title character from Marnie for a photo shoot. Jodie Foster also dressed up as Hedren's character from The Birds in a 28 issue of Vanity Fair. Hedren's influence extends to television as well. January Jones, known for her role in Mad Men, has stated that she takes it as a compliment when compared to Grace Kelly and Hedren. Téa Leoni's character in The Smell of Success was made up to resemble Hedren. Despite the end of her film career after refusing to work with Hitchcock, Hedren has never regretted her decision. She has spoken in countless interviews about how it allowed her to escape an abusive situation. Hedren's acting career began when Alfred Hitchcock saw her in a 1961 commercial aired during the Today Show and cast her in The Birds. In the opening scene of the film, the same thing happens as she walks toward the bird shop, paying homage to the commercial. Through her acting and the impact she has had on other artists, Tippi Hedren's legacy continues to live on. Her influence can be seen in various forms of media, from film and television to fashion and advertising. In her memoir, the actress Tippi Hedren revealed that she was denied an Oscar nomination for her role in Marnie due to director Alfred Hitchcock's retaliation for declining his advances. Despite this, Hitchcock's co-stars from The Birds and Marnie, including Sean Connery and Jessica Tandy, went on to win Oscars. The Academy has yet to recognize Hedren's achievements with an honorary award, despite her contributions to humanitarian work and animal rights activism. During the filming of A Countess from Hong Kong, producer Jerome Epstein praised Hedren's professionalism and relaxed demeanor, which impressed co-star and legendary filmmaker Charles Chaplin. Epstein also admired Hedren's throaty, sensual, and musical voice. When The Birds was released, Hedren's age was falsely reported as 28, a common practice in Hollywood. However, the actress corrected the record in later years, revealing her true birth year of 1935. This revelation put an end to decades of age misrepresentation in the film industry. In 1975, the actress Tippi Hedren made a trip to Hope Village, a Vietnamese refugee camp. There, she met with a group of women who had recently fled the takeover of South Vietnam by the armed forces of Ho Chi Minh. Hedren noticed the women's interest in her manicure, which led her to arrange for her manicurist, Dusty Coots Butera, to teach the art of manicure to the group of 20 women. With the help of a local cosmetology school, these women became licensed nail technicians. Hedren personally assisted them in securing jobs in salons. Some of the original 20 women then taught the nail trade to other immigrants, leading to an explosion in Vietnamese working as nail technicians. In 2003, Hedren was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 7060 Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, California. During the filming of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, Hedren played the character Melanie Daniels. In one scene, Melanie brings Lydia tea in bed. 2 versions of this scene were filmed. Initially, Hitchcock instructed Hedren to play it in a shrewish manner, but this version didn't sit well with Jessica Tandy. The set was reassembled, and they reshot the scene with Hedren acting in a more compassionate way. In the film Marnie from 1964, Tippi Hedren starred alongside Sean Connery. Connery later expressed his admiration for Hedren, stating that she was underrated while many in Hollywood received undue praise. Hedren's performance as Marnie left a lasting impact, and she even named a 3-layer red velvet cake after her character, sharing the recipe on highsociety.com. Coincidentally, Hedren's Marnie co-star, Doodles Weaver, was the uncle of Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver worked with Veronica Cartwright in Alien, and Cartwright acted alongside Hedren's daughter, Melanie Griffith, in Working Girl. Griffith also starred in The Star Maker with Suzanne Pleshette, who had a role in The Birds with Tippi Hedren. This web of connections showcases the extensive reach of Hedren's film career and the impact she had on those around her. The actress's work in The Birds remains a classic example of her talent and versatility. Through her roles and connections, Tippi Hedren has left an indelible mark on the film industry. In the film Marnie, Tippi Hedren plays the lead role, and an interesting detail is the presence of a black crow that appears as she arrives at her mother's home. This is a nod to Hedren's earlier role in The Birds, where the actress faced a different kind of avian threat. During the filming of Marnie, Hedren was pursued by the director, Alfred Hitchcock, which added an extra layer of complexity to the production. The famous poster art for The Birds features a woman screaming, but it is not Hedren, but rather Jessica Tandy, taken from the scene where the birds come down the chimney. Despite this, Hedren's portrayal of Melanie Daniels remains iconic and enduring. In the film Marnie from 1964, the actress Tippi Hedren played the lead role. Her co-star, Diane Baker, was not given the opportunity to read the script before agreeing to the project. She was simply told that it was an Alfred Hitchcock movie featuring Tippi Hedren. Tippi Hedren, known for her role as Melanie Daniels in the classic film The Birds, had a harrowing experience during the filming of a famous scene. Contrary to what one might expect, the attack of birds on the townsfolk was not filmed outdoors, but rather in a studio. When Hedren's character, Melanie, opens the door of a phone booth, trained gulls had been instructed to fly at it. This striking scene was captured in photographs, which can be found in the book Hitchcock at Work by Bill Crone. In addition to her acting career, Hedren has been connected to several notable figures in the entertainment industry. She was once married to Stephen Bauer, Don Johnson, and Antonio Banderas, making her a former mother-in-law to each of them. Furthermore, Hedren has familial ties to the world of show business through her younger sister, Patricia Patty Davis, who gave birth to 5 children, one of whom she named Tipper, in honor of Tippi. Without a doubt, Hedren's contributions to the film industry and her connections to other notable figures have left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. In 1966, the actress Tippi Hedren attended the London premiere of the hit movie Alfie. Seated next to director Lewis Gilbert, she fainted during a particularly intense scene, which involved abortion. This incident gained significant attention. 2 years later, Hedren's career took a different turn when she decided to manage her disappointment over the lack of major movie roles. She made a bold decision to cancel her subscriptions to all trade magazines, effectively cutting herself off from the constant reminders of her career status. In 2008, Hedren showed her support for her peers by attending the funeral of Suzanne Pleshette, a fellow actress. Despite the challenges she faced, Hedren remained a dedicated and compassionate figure in the industry. Her presence at the funeral was a testament to her respect for her colleagues and the community. Throughout her career, Hedren's contributions to the world of film have been significant, and she continues to be a respected figure in the industry. Her resilience and determination in the face of adversity are qualities that many aspire to emulate. Hedren's legacy is a reminder that success is not always linear, and that perseverance is key. In the classic film The Birds, actress Tippi Hedren, playing the role of Melanie Daniels, is seen holding a cotton ball to her wound. At around 29 minutes into the movie, the positioning of her hand and forearm resembles a bird, and her pinky ring serves as the eye. Hedren later confirmed that director Alfred Hitchcock intended such subtle meanings throughout the film, foreshadowing the impending bird attacks. Naomi Watts, fascinated by Hedren, dressed up as Marnie for a Vanity Fair portrait in 2008. Watts and Hedren had previously worked together in the film Heart Huckabees in 2004. As a tribute to her co-star in Marnie, Sean Connery, Hedren named one of her house cats after him. This minor detail showcases the actress's appreciation for her co-stars and her personal life. These examples highlight Tippi Hedren's impact on classic films and her relationships within the industry. Her contributions continue to resonate with audiences and fellow actors alike. The actress is a Republican. In her 2016 memoir Tippi, she wrote that President Donald Trump is a celebrity friend. This suggests that the actress has connections in the political sphere. The actress has a notable filmography. Bridget Fonda, who played her daughter in the straight-to-cable film Breakup, gushed to her about how she had seen Marnie a million times. This reveals that Marnie is a significant film in the actress's career. The actress has collaborated with several actors. Tippi Hedren as Marnie Edgar Rutland in Marnie. Bruce Dern appears in this film with the actress. He later worked with two subsequent generations of her family. He and Melanie Griffith appeared in Smile and Mulholland Falls. He appeared in Django Unchained with Griffith's ex-husband Don Johnson, and finally, in The Peanut Butter Falcon with their daughter Dakota Johnson. As a fan of classic films, you must remember the actress Tippi Hedren for her unforgettable roles. She graced the silver screen in the 1960s, delivering chilling performances that left audiences in awe. Her work in films like The Birds and Marnie is still celebrated today. Hedren's legacy extends beyond her acting. She was a pioneer in advocating for animal rights, using her platform to raise awareness about the treatment of wild animals in the entertainment industry. Her dedication to this cause has inspired many. Now, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on Tippi Hedren's work and legacy? Share your memories and favorite roles of hers in the comments below. Let's celebrate this remarkable actress and the impact she's made in the world of entertainment. And if you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Your support helps us continue to create more articles celebrating the creative spirits shaping entertainment. Don't forget to subscribe for more classic film content.